right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday coffee community meeting.
Good morning, good morning.
Virtually, of course.
Do you want to sit closer?
Well, we weren't going to give Hank a mic today because he's got really bad jokes, but we're cave in and give them to him. So Cassandra's going to start out. She has something for you all.
Well, wait, don't we usually ask who's new?
Okay, there you go. Who's new?
Anyone new here?
You're new.
I'm new. For today.
You're new.
How do you
And
know?
you are?
My name is Cassandra Stewart.
And-
and I work here.
And where do you live?
Don't tell them where you live.
Yeah.
Right. Somewhere in our point.
T47, right? So, all right. I hear you got a story for us.
I do have a story. I thought this was pretty cool. So a friend of mine had posted his great grandmother had wrote a poem in 1942 during the scarlet fever epidemic where they were quarantined. So I thought it was appropriate. It's called Quarantine. It says, "No one can come to our house except the doctor man. We can't go anywhere until he says we can. We cannot write a letter or send an order out. We can't pay a darned old bill. One vantage point, no doubt. Nobody wants our money or anything we've got. We're all by our lonely, so tears this page should blot. This really should be very sad, but then now, still and by, it really hasn't been so bad, and I will tell you why. We can sleep late in the morning, we've naught to waken for, no work to do but in the house, no lunches to pack anymore. We can work on jigsaw puzzles and let the dishes go. No one can stop in here to call, so nobody will know." I thought it was cool because even though we're in quarantine, we have emails, we have Skype, we have Zoom, we have tablets with games, all kinds of things, and we can still have
We can
so
go
much.
to the grocery store.
I know, it has so much more communication, and I'm like, I know it makes people very nervous. I know my mom is very nervous, but reading this, it just kind of puts things in different perspective, and so I thought it was cool to share.
That's great. Well, Hank, you want to fill us in on what's going on, the new changes? Precautionary measures?
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. So I was just,
Bad guy.
I'm kind of stuck. DJ mentioned the grocery stores, and some of those shelves are looking like a Chicago Bear trophy case. Just not much there.
Yuck. Ouch.
So, so the mayor has issued a proclamation that all the parks will no longer be doing activities. So the property itself is still open, but everything is shut down. Shuffleboard courts, basketball courts,
Tennis courts,
all that kind of stuff. So Can-Am has taken the initiative to follow the mayor's lead and shut down all those activities. We're super, sad about it, obviously, but we're just doing.
We're trying to help prevent the COVID to keep spreading, and we want it to go away.
Right, we do. Where's Judy, by the way?
I don't know. Anybody seen
Judy?
You guys seen Judy?
I'm almost done, hold on, give me a
All
minute.
right,
all
I'm
right.
ready.
Judy?
I'm almost finished, hold
So,
on.
so
Judy?
anything else going on, Hank?
So CDC is, I'm sorry, it's CDC pools. I know when people say CDC now, they think of the central, but they unfortunately picked the wrong name to do their pool, to be in business. However, they're here fixing the lap pool. Apparently there's this coating that they put in the lap pool and they have to burn it down, and it kind of left some burn marks. So that's being replaced today and repaired. Same as the social pool, and that's it. All the sand filters are being done in the indoor spa. So they're taking out all the old sand, putting in the new sand. Some stonework is being done in the courtyard.
Looking good?
Yeah. There's new
Bike racks?
Bike racks are being sanded and painted. There's new benches going up in the dog park. There's new.
The fence looks good. That gate was painted.
Right.
Fence put up.
And back to that, so the gate is now closed back there. It's only an outgoing gate. All you have to do is pull up to the pressure plate. You have to get kind of close to it in order to activate that gate, but it will work for you. The code to the back gate, if you want to do that, is 451. So if you're bicycling or walking, 451,
I don't.
Yeah.
You got to burn things, it was awesome.
Yes, you got the burn
Are
things.
you ready yet, Judy?
Oh, we hear Judy.
Uh-oh.
Is Judy coming? Hello?
She's kind of special today.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, she got the
Woo,
COVID.
don't be touching me.
I had to up my game. It's a COVID project runway. So if
that
anyone
fancy
cares
fancy.
to, get creative and
Fringe, look at that.
you
Woo!
got little.
Yeehaw,
You
look
like
at that. They look like chaps almost.
Gaucho pants.
Hey, honey, I take you out on a date, but all the restaurants are closed.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
Can order in.
Okay, we're ordering.
That's right, order in.
Yeah, how sad was that? We had our anniversary and we couldn't go out on Saturday. It was very sad.
Did you do Grubhub?
No.
Uber?
I took a nap.
You took
We
a
took a
nap.
nap.
So, yeah, that's,
The oven mitts are extra.
I just am speechless here, Judy.
Mm.
That's a first.
If you like them,
Yeah.
you can, I'll send these to you for the low price of $99.95.
Oh no, you
Five
told me
easy-
last night, 5 easy payments.
5 easy payments of $99.95. You cannot get this material anywhere.
Anywhere?
Wow.
That's true, they probably don't have garbage bags
Who
anywhere.
knows?
anymore.
Well, as long as we have a captive audience.
And that we do.
We understand, so the world has changed forever, and we recognize this. There are gonna be many changes to our world, going forward from this to make sure that something like this never happens again. But one thing I want to talk to our single people about is dating. There are gonna be different rules. You're not gonna be able to just, show up at somebody's house anymore. You're actually gonna have to talk to them. So I've compiled a list of pickup lines that you can use, over the phone.
Get ready.
Or over the internet, your email or whatever. And, be, kind of, maybe pick up a date. So here we go.
That's where you're gonna pick up.
Yeah, I'm just saying, well, you don't want to pick up the virus. That's what I'm saying.
Pick up line.
So, if you, start emailing somebody, you want to be like, hey baby, do you need some toilet paper? Because I could be your Prince Charming.
Oh!
Woo!
Wah, wah, wah.
That's
So, and if you're out at the supermarket, you can be like, hey, I saw you from across the aisle at the supermarket. Stay there.
Ooh, cooties.
Hey babe, can I ship you a drink? You can't spell quarantine without U-R-A-Q-T.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Cute.
And then when you do finally meet them,
Did you use that one on Cassandra the other day, on your anniversary?
well, I'm gonna tell that story because we didn't last week. But so the last one, when you finally do meet them, is there hand sanitizer in your pocket, or are you just happy to be within 6 feet of me? So,
Awesome.
we just lost it. And she's heard these jokes.
so when Cassandra and I first met, we were in Yellowstone. Most of you people know this by now. I seduced the boss in Yellowstone. But what most people don't know is that we survived a bout of norovirus in Yellowstone. And norovirus is a gastrointestinal thing. You touch it, you get it. It's you can only get it from other people, same as this thing. There we were quarantined. What was it, 3
He
days?
was quarantined.
Yeah, I was sick.
I was the one who did not get it, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Who cleaned up everybody else's mess. Yes.
Yeah, so
Oh.
this
Yes. It
this
was
virus
smelly.
was nasty. It was
It was
very
a lot
bad.
of vomit and the other end too, so,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, those sneeze guards got a little bit lower on the buffets, and people were not coming to work, and it was a miserable time. So we've been through this kind of thing. We're gonna weather the storm. We're helping everybody out here. you know, with that experience moving forward, we know what to expect. Fear, don't let fear get to you. We understand, it's bad, it's a bad thing, you know, we wanna be serious about this. I know we'd like to be lighthearted and joke around, but it's a bad thing. But we've been through it before, so, you know, just,
Support is what gets you through.
right,
Yeah.
as long as it's 6 feet away.
It's up to us, right, it's all up to us, when you read all the stuff, wash your hands, don't touch your face,
Right.
and stay 6 feet away from each other, so if we all do that, we all get to be safe. So,
I don't know why you're so close to Hank, you're a little, you know,
Well.
just saying.
Yeah, there's
he
like
kept moving
so
over.
much.
Yeah.
On that, so,
Is that really hand sanitizer in your pocket?
yeah.
Right?
Judy. Oh. Wait till next week, you get to see what Judy has planned.
Woo.
She has something very
Can't
fun,
wait.
so.
What
All right,
did she
let's
call
see.
it? The COVID catwalk, or what did she call it? The COVID.
Distancing device.
The distancing device
There you go.
by Judy Johnson, she's gonna patent it, so. It'll be revealed next week.
Not only the outfit, but a distancing device.
That's right.
Yes.
You
Oh,
get both
Sean- you know,
for
Sean's
5
not here.
payments.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
forgot about Sean. Sean still works here.
Yes,
He just-
he
You know,
does.
the office is remote right now, so please, if you have any questions for Sean.
Or
shoot
call
him
him
in.
just to say hi. He'd love it.
Yeah, he's feeling very,
Left out.
Lonely,
yeah,
lonely.
yeah, so please, you know, get a hold of Sean. I encourage you, send him 100 emails, that'd be great.
And by the way, if he doesn't answer his phone, he's probably out lounging, relaxing, but he'll get back to you, he did promise.
Out on his motorcycle somewhere riding.
Yeah, so. All right, so now, you wanna talk about the office, how to get a hold of them and everything? No?
You email them,
Phone call.
phone call, or use the little drop slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, well, yeah, so Melissa will be out and about today and
Doing meters.
tomorrow, reading the meters and that kind of stuff, so, you know, just so you're aware that there's gonna be some stranger walking through your backyard. She doesn't get out very much, special occasions.
But
So-
she's gonna be doing it monthly.
Nice.
Yes.
good,
So you'll know who she is.
right.
Yeah, and, you know, we're working hard, and there's Sabine's in there, and, what's the new girl's name? Jackie?
Mhm.
Yeah, and, Josie, and Lauren, you know, they're all there, they're there for whatever questions you may have, whatever concerns, that kind of thing, they can certainly take care of you. Of course, we're always available, well, we're mostly available.
We're pretty much available.
I mean, I got things to do, but you can always call
Email,
or
phone call, we'll definitely.
Hey, do
get
you
in there.
wanna tell them all why we had to do the fire hydrants this week?
Oh,
Turn the
yeah,
water off?
so,
Yes.
yeah,
The
that-
fire hydrants are done, yay. The water will be on, yay.
For those of you who weren't here,
Yes, you missed out on the fun.
we got all new fire hydrants.
Yeah, so over the last 2 years, there's been reconstructions in the fire hydrants. Apparently City Mesa does a fire hydrant inspection, and we failed. We failed them all, so we've taken care of that now.
And we weren't the only ones.
Yeah, no.
Everyone across the board got hit with that one.
Failure is kind of a subjective term. They all worked, they just didn't work in the right way. Some of them leaked underground. This particular one they were working on yesterday, the valve leaked, and that's why they had to City of Mesa actually shut us off yesterday, and that's why they were a little early in their timing. So it's all fixed now, everything's good to go. The fire hydrants work, they work well. We're super excited to have that.
And we made the city
Repaired
happy.
them.
That's true.
Now we won't be shut down.
Yeah, well, and that's,
Yay!
yeah, so now, Metro Fire can, not Metro Fire, City of Mesa can come in and do their inspection again, and we're good to go. We're going to start a valve exercise program. So every 3 months, we'll be flushing out the fire hydrants, making sure that grit doesn't get in your hot water tanks, making
Oh,
sure
that's
that the
nice.
valves
That's
work and
happy.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's good
Yeah,
stuff,
it
honestly.
is.
You know, I see a lot of people with these corrugated lines that go into the hot water tanks. If there's grit in there, it eats away the plastic, it eats away at that metal, and it doesn't take long. So we're gonna try to make sure that that's right for you from now on with this valve maintenance program.
That reminds me, I should probably flush my very own hot water heater.
You should, yes. Yeah.
And
There
you're
you go.
protected while you do it now.
I'm
You got
totally
your whole
protected.
protection system.
And this is the perfect time, because that's part of the, what was it, the honey-do list?
The
That's
honeydew
There
right,
list.
you go.
that's right.
There you
Yeah,
go.
in our house, it's honeydew.
Yeah, I do everything.
Everything.
Gotta be fun to be you, huh?
It is.
Yeah, so if any of you have done that honey-do list, please email me with
Mike
any.
would like to know how it went.
Yeah, let
He's
me know
yet
how
to
we're-
do ours yet, so
Have not
you can give him
started.
a hard time about it.
Here was the best question of the week after we did it last week, was, oh, is Hank coming over to do the honey to-do list at our house?
Yeah.
As soon as he
I don't
gets
think they
ours.
got the concept.
But if anybody did it, please email me, let me know how it went, and if you have any more to add to it, please let me know that as well. Just because, I don't know it all. I like to pretend I do.
Oh, wow. Did you say that? Can you say that again?
It's recorded.
Okay, good.
Ah,
So
Play that
Judy-
back.
Judy, any update from the post office?
no, closing boxes, forwarding mail, that's it.
All right, that's it?
That's it.
Anything that people need to do?
Well, if you left and you forgot to tell us, please give us a call, and we'll be sure to close your mailbox for you, and you can give us your forward address back home, and, your mail might return to us a couple times, because you left earlier than your expected leaving date, so unless you tell your post office back home that you're there, we're gonna get the mail back, and then we can send it to you, and we'll get the mail back, and we'll send it to you, and we'll get the mail back, and we'll send it to you. What we call it is the magnificent loop of mail. It's really annoying.
One
So-
day you'll get it.
So if you please let your post office back home know that you're home, they will stop sending your mail back our way.
Okay. All right, let's see, we're gonna be doing a pet flip book. So it'll be something that's online, it's all virtual, so send a picture of your pets, up to 5 of them, of your pets. I need now if you have like 8 pets, you can send 5 pictures of each one. But I need their names and the site number that they're at. And, send them over to us, we're gonna put it together in a flip book album. That's gonna be fun. We're gonna play virtual bingo today.
Yay.
The first time you get a card, if you haven't got a card, you're out of luck for today.
B2.
B2, and then or B4. And so the first numbers to be drawn, that'll be at 10 o'clock and 2, and then after this first game is done, we're gonna do everything virtually, so you just we'll give you information tomorrow morning with how to get signed up so you can get a card via email.
Oh.
And then you can play along with us as we're going through this, so that's a fun thing. And all of the Cal-Am resorts are doing that as well, so Star picks all the numbers, sends them over to us, and then we put them out on emails. And then the lucky winners, we have prizes for the lucky winners.
Cactus Cash?
Yeah, so how do you yell bingo?
You gotta send an email
Okay.
that you got a bingo. So first one in wins, but you also have to send a picture of the bingo card all marked out,
Oh.
so that we know.
Smart.
And you have to have the last number called and all the other crazy bingo
All those
rules.
silly little rules.
Yes, and then, so it should be fun. Movies, books, and puzzles, we're doing those out at the activity office. We do sanitize them before they go out to you, we sanitize them when they come back to you. When they're sitting around, we sanitize them. Isabel is wonderful, she is like a crazy sanitizer.
Queen.
She's a neat freak, she's been doing it ever since she got here, so everything is well sanitized. On the puzzles, we're gonna, if you want a puzzle, just let us know in the activity office at cap134j@cal-m.com. It'll be in the blurb. And then we sanitize the outside of the box. You can keep them, or if you do bring them back, we're gonna quarantine them for 10 days so that all the puzzle pieces don't have any virus on if we happen to have it. So, but the books and the movies can come in and out, and we're always here for that. We're working on a new activity book for next week.
Yes.
And that, so it should be going to print.
How are those puzzles going? I still got a couple more
I
to
was gonna say
do.
you haven't finished the last one.
I know, I gotta do it.
Yeah, so that'll be
Love these
out.
puzzles. It's
Our
like-
scavenger hunts are going really well. They're a lot of fun. It's fun watching people run around. They were all confused about my clue yesterday. It had to do with the dogs love these things They would chase cars that are going 15 and 30 and 40, which is how you score tennis.
Oh.
So it's a little smiley frisbee down by the tennis courts.
That's what that was.
Admit it came out of my brain.
It came out of Judy's brain, so it was very difficult. So Ruth was the only found it.
You can't touch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ruth found it?
Yeah, we had about 10 people up at the dog park looking for it, so it was very fun.
So,
Right,
yeah, on that note, and I've left, so the scavengers hunt, on occasion, I've left some stress balls for DJ to give out. So there will be some stress balls that'll, you know,
That are
the
in a
scavengers
package
hunt.
still.
Yeah,
That's right.
package.
So if you've been out and you're taking photos, the cactus are in bloom. So
Right.
you can
I
also
did see
take
that.
some beautiful
Take some photos, we're gonna do
cactus
that.
flower
So-
blooms as well.
So we're working on another one, we may do a flip book of selfies. And so we're gonna have a lot of fun with that, so as you're quarantined at home.
So-
You know, what else you gotta do, just gotta take pictures and send them over to us, so.
When do the scorpions come out?
Scorpions, they're out right now.
They're
great.
out now.
We've already heard.
Scorpion
That's all.
hunting.
Yeah,
You need a
so,
black light.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Well, I saw it, so.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that story?
No.
Oh, I got moments. So, we were here for like 2 weeks, right? And I hear giggling and laughing up in the sports complex. I'm like, what the heck is going on up there? Because it's dark, nobody's got any lights on.
He's like, I want to have some fun.
Yeah, so I want to see what's going on. So I walk up in there and there's 3 ladies who, you know, they're a little bit older. They're older. I mean, they were older, and canes and black lights out there. I said, what are you ladies doing? Well, we're looking for scorpions. I was like, why? Well, it's fun. I'm like,
He's
don't they?
anti-scorpion.
I'm not anti, but don't
Anti.
scorpions hurt you, right?
Yes,
Why would you want to look for something that will hurt you?
anti-scorpion.
But so yeah, they were out there. They had some. They were, you know, they had some adult beverages, and their black
There you
lights,
go.
and a couple of canes.
That's
and
what
they-
you do on a Saturday
There you
night.
go.
Yeah. So and we learned that this is what you do in Arizona.
So here's the thing though.
it's a good
the
exercise during
scorpion
COVID.
is gonna pretty much run away from you. They would rather not come at you. Now, the big giant spiders, on the other hand, if you meet those in the desert,
Yeah.
they're territorial,
Hmm.
and they will chase your butt. They really do, they're creepy.
I don't really care about
The
spiders.
tarantulas,
Judy's
they
full of
will
facts.
come running at
He
you.
will
You're like,
care
oh,
when he sees a
shoot.
tarantula.
Yeah.
I feel like I can kick a spider.
Kick a spider.
yeah.
No?
Yeah,
You
but they're
smash a
scarier.
scorpion.
'Cause, you know,
Because they got those beady eyes.
they're like this big.
Right. So we went to the botanical gardens, and they said don't go off the path because there's things here that want to kill you.
He's finding all those lovely moments.
Those
He
would
was
be the
like,
fun.
wow, Arizona
That
is
was-
so much fun.
That was the last time we went out in Arizona.
Arizona bites.
Arizona
Everything bites. Yes.
Okay, so a few more things, exercise classes, we have them on, you can do them in your house. We're actually working with Laura Davis, we're gonna be doing one, so, you know, around the park model, we're trying to work out the details, so that should be coming out next week sometime, so.
Very cool.
All right, you guys got anything else? I got a story to end up with.
No, just, hey, Friday night, I heard that there is gonna be a DUI checkpoint between the bathroom and the bedroom, so just be careful out there.
On vacation in the living room next week.
There you
okay?
go.
So, all right. All right. Oh, by the way, Midnight Moon will be doing an online concert tonight from 6 o'clock till 8 o'clock Arizona time. So go to Facebook, look up Roger Wade, and then he's got a bass guitar as his picture, and look for them from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock tonight. All right. So, anything else, Judy?
Nope,
No other comedy routine?
no,
You sure?
yes.
Okay. All right, so here's a great story for us. A man was asked to paint a boat. He brought with him paint and brushes and began to paint the boat a bright red, as the owner had asked him. While painting, he noticed that there was a small hole in the hull, and he quietly repaired it. When finished painting, he received his money and left. The next day, the owner of the boat came to the painter and presented him with a nice check, much higher than the payment for painting. The painter was surprised and said, "You already paid me for painting the boat, sir. But this is not for the paint job, it's for having repaired the hole in my boat." "Oh, but that was such a small service. Certainly it's not worth paying me such a high amount for something so insignificant." "My dear friend, you do not understand. Let me tell you what happened. when they asked you to paint the boat, I forgot to mention about the hole. When the boat dried, my kids took the boat and went on a fishing trip. They did not know there was a hole. I was not at home at the time. When I returned, noticed they had taken the boat, I was desperate because I remembered that the boat had a hole. Imagine my relief and joy when I saw them returning from fishing. Then I examined the boat and found that you had repaired the hole. You see, now what you did? You saved the life of my children. I do not have enough money to pay you for your small good deed. So no matter what, when, who, or how, just continue to help, sustain, wipe tears, listen attentively, and carefully repair all the leaks you find, because you never know when one is in need or when God holds a pleasant surprise for us to be helpful and important to someone. I thought that was just kind of appropriate right now. It's all the little things that we can do for each other, which are mostly keep 6 feet away. So when you come up to the staff and they do this, that's just the COVID back up, okay? Because a lot of people come walking up and walk right up to us. So if we give you the hand, we're not being rude. We're just trying to tell you to step back. Because we see a lot of people, we have to go through a lot of that. So let's all practice that, keep it. Somebody asked me today that can they paint us a line 6 feet away from their deck on the street. We said, maybe with chalk, but not with paint. So, all right, but everybody be safe. Let's, all work together. We're in this together, and together we can make it
Call
through.
your neighbors, make sure they're okay, because you don't get to see each other as much.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
Don't go over.
And if you need somebody to talk to, feel free, call the office.
yeah.
We really are all just sitting around doing nothing, hanging out.
Well, don't
teed
say
up. Not
Maybe
true.
you are.
Not true at all. None of us are. We are working hard for you, so we're all here. So, all right, anything else?
No, did
All
Tom
right.
want to say anything today?
Oh, yeah, Tom, flip the camera around so they can
Yeah.
all see your wonderful face. Tom, our
All
camera.
right.
Tom
Thanks,
Roper, our
Tom.
cameraman.
Hey, Tom.
All
Very
right.
good.
No can pickup this week.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Jenny heard
And
his
no
knee.
chapel service
And
this
no
week.
chapel service.
And no square dancing this week.
What a bummer.
Bummer. Tom's Mr. No. All right.
Yeah,
Well, everybody have a good one. Let's all
Have a
smile and
great
wave. Okay, practice that. It's a good thing.
we miss you.
Have a great day.